Yeah, this that Batman Joker Daily Duo Comic Cons. This that Batman Joker Daily Duo Comic Cons. This that Batman Joker Daily Duo Comic Cons. This that Batman Joker.
Yo, it's your main man King Castro X coming at you guys live and direct with another episode of the Comic Cons podcast, kids. We are here in the building with my favorite, the one and only, best co-host of all time, greatest in all of the world,
all
kids.
of sports entertainment.
Exactly. Introduce yourself, brother man.
What is up, everyone? Back again. It is Young Master Juwlz. And like every week, I'm excited to podcast with you. Excited to talk nerdy things. Nerdy and dirty. Oh, I like that.
Nerdy and dirty.
Nerdy and dirty.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited to be back. We got some good content. There's some good stuff that's coming out, and yeah,
there is some good stuff
it.
coming out. There's a lot going on. Juwlz has been working hard, kids. I've been taking a little time to handle some business, so it's always nice when Young Master Juwlz is killing the game for me. That's why we're partners, though. Bud.
Yeah.
Iron sharpens iron. When one person starts to slip, the other person picks up and handles business. That's how we do things. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode number, do you know?
40?
41.
Ah, shit.
Very close, but no cigar. It's episode 40-1, guys, and we are back. Back in black. Back in, not back and. I mean, yeah. I mean, kind of.
There we are.
But we're in the building, kids.
Yeah.
We've read some cool comics. Juwlz read a few more than I did, yeah, which is cool. Picked up some cool things. I don't know where my cool things are. I was going to show off. My wife must have moved them.
Oh, no, not that.
No, we could show that off. Fucking a little bit of WWE.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live. I've been playing a lot of games, Juwlz.
Yeah.
Been watching a lot of Dragon Ball.
Oh, you started?
Dragon Ball Super, dude.
Oh, okay. I thought you started Dragon Ball.
I actually haven't watched a lot of Super since last we talked. I'm still in a bunch of fucking filler right now. Goddamn.
I skip those. I don't fuck with them.
I can't stand that shit.
I hate them.
No, I'm talking about filler skippers.
Oh, really?
It's disgusting to me.
Ugh.
It's
you
nasty,
watch the film,
dude.
What the fuck did they do? That's even.
It's just a part of the story to me in my heart, bro.
Nah, they don't talk about it at all.
When Naruto fucking eats ramen for the 12th and millionth time, I'm like, this is so relevant to his fight coming up. Like,
yeah, because it's him.
You know what I mean? I am very religious about filler watching. I know that's a big thing to like people. Like there's even like watch like guides for people to like, you can skip this.
Yeah,
this is
I definitely have it on my phone for Boruto right now.
Nah, I don't, dude. I don't fucking skip filler, bro.
I guess just the ones I was watching, they were ass. Like Naruto fillers, some of them are good, but like there was a Boruto filler where he had to help somebody with food, or it was some stupid shit.
I'm not, and you're watching Boruto anyway. Just skip the whole show.
Boruto, hold on, it's good.
It should be called Naruto's son. That kid deserves no respect.
Actually, he be throwing hands now.
He's nobody to me. He
never
will be.
He sacrificed himself to stop a war.
What are you, Jesus? Get the fuck out of here! Done it. What the fuck?
Already happened.
Bits. I've seen it. Seen it already.
Man, like Goku hasn't came back to life 3 fucking times.
Hey, a lot more than that.
Obviously, this nigga can't fight for real if he's dying all the damn time.
Well, it is what it is, you know. But no, I admit though there's like filler sucks. I get it. I get the skipping, but for me, I can't. Bro. Yeah. It's like fucking a sin, dude.
It's all right.
You're dirty.
You feel like you'll miss something?
100%. I'm like, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the fucking one thing that's gonna be referenced again 50 episodes from now. Oh wait, they're just gonna show me a flashback anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and there's basically half the episode already.
It's so important that Naruto sat on that swing a lot. A lot. He was there, sitting on that same swing.
Isolation.
Isolation.
They do it to you.
That's how you get the gains, kids. Isolate your muscles. Isolate yourself. Be around friends. Have people that love you and care about you. But yeah, been up to some things. Spending time with the wife. Watched some old animes, gaming. Been playing the 360 a little bit. I'm not going to jump into the deets yet because I have some cool things I want to tell you about these experiences. But I do, before we do that, because I know we got a lot to cover, I want to check in on you. How are you, my brother? It's been a week. What has it? A week, yeah?
Of course. Yeah, a week. I've been okay.
Yeah.
I actually, Christmas Eve, I got vertigo at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, Christmas happened. What is vertigoed?
Vertigo is a...
I know it's a comic brand. That's why I asked. Like, what are you talking? You got vertigo?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know what it is fully.
Sounds fascinating, actually.
It's when, like,
Is it sexual?
it's dizzy. Like, you get dizzy. And
Oh,
you can't,
that's not good.
You can't walk and shit.
Yeah?
Yeah, so I don't know if I got... Because I've been really high
Dude
before.
got vertigo, bro.
Man, I've been really high before where I got motion sickness and the world felt like it was spinning. So basically like a vertigo. But what was weird is I only smoked a dab pen, which is kind of like your vape pens.
Wait, I like that you said that. Like I now know what vertigo means. Like basically like a vertigo. Like, dog, I still don't know what the fuck that means, bro. But hell yeah. Forgive my
think of it like
lack of intelligence.
Like being really, really drunk and the world's spinning and you can't walk and you throw up.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's why I don't drink, kids.
From 3 a.m. to 1 p.m. I was experiencing the sensation.
Could you not go to sleep?
I did, but I was dizzy in my dreams.
Oh, man. I'm sorry.
It was crazy as fuck. I threw up a lot. Anyway.
Did you drink?
No. So what I think is what happened is with my brother's dab pen, I think I just did it excessively and I probably wasn't either as hydrated or whatever and I went to sleep. Something must have happened and it just affected me. And then the next day I had headaches and the day after I had a little bit of headaches, but feeling better now.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what happened and trying to not have it happen again.
Sickness sucks, dude.
Yeah. But again, I think I was just too high. Probably not enough sleep.
Yeah.
Because I literally slept that whole day, basically.
Did you drinking water?
Yeah. I was
Eating
drinking a lot of
food?
water, yeah.
I don't know what's wrong, man. That's like the pillars of everything you need in life.
Right.
You know? Food and fucking water, protein.
Yeah, probably just got too high, man, and didn't realize it.
You potentially could have overexerted yourself as well. I know we both have pretty heavy training schedules and stuff. Did you train that day?
I believe so.
Sure, you ate.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
And probably what it is as well, I'm not sure if I took an ibuprofen for my knee, so it could have been weed and ibuprofen. I don't know.
Weird mixture, you know?
Yeah, because the second time it happened, I was driving and I took an ibuprofen and then I was smoking a lot of weed and didn't eat. And I think I was drinking the day before as well. And
Like alcohol.
I believe so. And then got that... And yeah, I think it was alcohol. I don't remember because I'm not a big drinker, so when I do drink, it's really rare. But I think I was drinking that following day. But yeah, ended up getting like motion sickness or vertigo, and had to like pull over off the highway and shit. I went to the hospital. They just gave me an IV and was like, "Did you smoke a lot today?" I was like, "You know what? I definitely did." I thought I was having a heart attack, man.
The cops? There were cops?
The ambulance. Or the fire people. And then when I got to the hospital, they asked me if I was smoking a lot of weed.
Okay.
Yeah.
It probably was the weed.
Yeah, it was. It was the weed and the medicine and not eating.
Yeah. That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it was awful. Again, I thought I was dying.
So I just don't do anything. I just try to stay sober. Sober.
It's nice.
It's good.
Being sober is nice.
I prefer it.
You should.
I'm just a geek, though.
But see, with me, it just calms me down.
I did my partying, you know?
Yeah, you're old as shit.
On to better things, kids. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of gaming with the wife. We've recently purchased an Xbox 360. Have you heard of this?
Man,
a little bit before your time. Child. Yeah, an Xbox 360, man. So we've copped some really cool games. We've been fucking binge playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Definitely before your time, I think. Did you play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3?
I was never into Tony Hawk. I mean, I did play. I remember when they did... I forgot what it was called, but like you would do a move and then that section would turn blue and then the other person had to do...
That's my wife's favorite fucking... So back when I used to play, I would only do free skate, where you just fucking play around and do whatever the fuck you want. But it's funny you bring that. It's called graffiti.
Okay.
And that's all we've been playing is graffiti. And obviously I annihilate. Because she's never played a skateboard game. She's like, this doesn't make any sense. How do I do a trick? You know, and she falls and stuff. But she's getting better.
Good.
She's gotten far better. And that wasn't a slight at my wife, guys. She's getting better. So we've been playing that. We both created our characters on there and shit. It's pretty cute.
That's what's up, man.
Just enjoying it. It takes me back, man. I've been having the old school gaming itch. You know what I mean? The retro itch. So it feels so cool to put this game in that I've literally fallen asleep to so many times and wake up. I'll just be fucking going back and forth.
Yeah,
because nobody's touching the fucking controller, and the soundtrack to that game, man, was like an anthem to me as a kid. I remember just listening to it so fucking much. So, Del the Funky Homo Sapien got a song called "Musty" on there. You gotta wash your ass if you must. You gotta brush your teeth if you must, or else you'll be funky.
You will.
It's a good anthem. Listen to the lyrics. I think it'd help.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
That's one thing I've noticed about you. You love retro things. Like when you lived at the other place, you got the VCR, you got the other shit. And
it's right over there. You see, I got the VHS tapes right
here.
Yeah,
man. Like, what is it about that just brings you joy,
brother? One day, you will get this. It reminds you of a time where things were just easy.
Yeah.
Well, when you were able to just pop in a fucking VHS tape, or not even when your parents. Parenting was different too, and I feel like you may have experienced. We have crossover.
Being left alone,
just
by yourself.
They didn't. Yeah, maybe it was with DVDs for you, but your parents.
I had DVDs. I didn't have VHS.
Your parents would just pop in for me, fucking Space Jam, and you'd watch it again and again and again and again, and that movie means the world to you because that's what raised you. You know what I mean? So. You know what I mean? It just takes you back to a time where, things are simple. I think that's why we do a lot of the things we do as, geeks in this day and age, man, is it just takes you to it. It shows you something innocent in a world that's like a little hard sometimes, So we find, aid in these things of like comics and games and movies and stuff. So I love it, man. So I bought Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. My wife got like Jeopardy and some other shit. I also have been working on building up my Fallout collection. Got Fallout 3 on Xbox, the hard copy, the 360. I got Fallout New Vegas, and these got all the DLC, so I'm pretty, I'm a big Fallout nerd. This is big to me. Went and bought Fallout 4 Game of the Year, got all the DLC, so I've been jumping into those games again, loving those. I will say I played Skyrim on Xbox 360, and graphics are fucking shit, bud. I'll tell you that. I remember looking at Skyrim as a kid thinking like, this is the be all end all, like they've done it, and then I went back and played it on 360. It looks different on like Xbox X or PlayStation 4 to me. I went back, played it on 360, and I was like, god damn, this is fucking trash. And then today I bought the fuck did I buy? Tony Hawk's Proving Ground and SmackDown vs. Raw 2008. Those games were big for me. The SmackDown vs. Raw games. Tony Hawk Proving Ground I played a little bit, but man, I grew up on that SmackDown vs. Raw shit, bro.
Road to WrestleMania and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. But the SmackDown vs. Raw games were those games for me, starting with 2005 all the way up to about 2009. And then they started to change for me, and then the 2K shits came out and fucking ruined them, and then now the new one.
The newest ones are good.
2023 and 2024 are pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But
I would still go back and play the 2008 one, because it had all the great things that you wanted. Like, it had the newer generation, like the John Cena's, the Randy Orton, still had...
The generation to me.
Yeah, D-Generation X, it had Stone Cold, it had...
THE, the generation, but they had D-Generation X. I was there for them.
The Inferno matches, the casket match, ambulance match, buried alive, like it had everything.
I don't think they had the ambulance. I think was a new feature.
That's a newer thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, they did have all those, the buried alives, all that good shit. If you show up early next time, or got a little bit of time late next time, we'll have the 360 set up down here. We'll do a little bit of 2008, play a few matches.
For sure.
But yeah, I've just been loving that, man. I've been watching some 80s anime with my wife, man. I made this really weird list of like most fucked up, like bloody animes from, because like back in the 80s and 90s, dude, the art was so different, and they really like, there was this trend, or not necessarily a trend, like there was this weird little niche genre for weird ass guys like me that there were these animes that were like too adult to go on to TV and shit. So this weird circle of guys out in Japan, and I'm sure around the world, would just like pass these tapes around and sell them for high dollar. You know what I mean? and I'm trying to watch some of those, man, because they're often cyberpunky mixed with fucking blood and titties. But it's pretty cool, man. So we watched Goku Midnight Eye. It's the guy's name, and it was a pretty good watch. We watched the first episode. There's only 2 episodes, 45 minutes each. Pretty cool, pretty good, well worth a watch. The art style is fucking phenomenal. There's this weird bitch in there that's like, woman. No, she's a bitch. Fuck her. She's mean. But she's like butt ass naked, and like she does this, and these weird like peacock feather wings come out, and they've got these eyeballs, and like whenever you look into those eyeballs, they make you no longer exist yourself.
Oh wow!
So it's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Then I watched this other one. I don't remember what it was called, but this dude had sex with this woman. And, like, then these giant spider legs came out and wrapped him. They were a part of her. And her vagina turned into, like, this, like, mouth thing. And she was like, I already have what I want. It's cool. And let him go. And she's like, I've got your soul. And then I was like, that's a fucking real-life metaphor. Like, don't put it in things you probably shouldn't, So it was pretty intense. They've got really adult and suggestive themes. And I fucking love that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And they're often horror-esque, too. They're not... calming, they're scary. So I love that, man. Japanese people do horror and fucked up really fucking well. So
yeah,
shout out to Japan,
because they have a lot of scary myths in their culture, I believe.
They do.
So they can just draw from really anything.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's nice.
They're so good. So I've been doing that, and like I said, the gaming. Haven't watched any movies. Oh no, I did go see. This is on topic. Nosferatu.
Okay,
You familiar with it?
Is that the vampire?
Yeah.
Okay. I only know him because of SpongeBob, I believe.
Yeah. It was that's awesome. It was pretty good, man. Honestly, not my normal bag.
So was it about vampires or demons?
Not vampires. He is kind of demon-esque, but he is not vampires as in plural. Just him. The story's about Nosferatu and a girl who he became infatuated with early on, many years ago when she was young. He took advantage of her, and he goes to sleep for like 100 years. I don't know how long it was, but then he comes back. She got married or some shit. Wasn't 100 years. Comes back. She got married, and that's why he woke up. And he's like, you must offer yourself to me again to protect these people. And then he starts killing people.
Oh, shit.
And so she has to, like, offer herself to him anyway. But it's a story of, like, weird, fucked up romance mixed with horror. And it's also, like, a timepiece because it takes place in, like, the 1800s type shit. So, like, it's cool. Bill Skarsgård, the guy that plays It.
Okay.
In the current, the most recent It iteration. You know what I'm talking about, the clown?
Yeah.
He's also in a lot of good shit. Bill Skarsgård is great. He just did the Crow remake. I hear that's ass, but I haven't watched it myself. But he did phenomenal. Everybody in the cast was like grade A, 100 fucking just badass, bro. Like I loved the movie. They did it really well. I highly suggest watching. I highly suggest seeing it, kids. It was well worth watching. Maybe not kids, but people watching the show is what I mean.
Yeah. Well, staying on the movie topic, AMC, they have this membership where it's $20 a month.
Nice.
And you can see up to 3 movies a week. And I was thinking about getting it, and I was like, man, how cool is that, just to have an option to go see. And then you can get whatever theme movie you want. So if it's D-Box or if it's IMAX or if it's 3D, it's included in the membership. And I was like, man, that would be really dope, because there's some good stuff coming out, especially next year. Batman, for instance. Y'all go.
Batman, unfortunately,
Superman
got moved to 2027. Yeah, they really moved that shit back.
I don't even know if I'll live that long, man. That shit's crazy.
With the way the world looking, I don't know either. But yeah, it's sad. But yeah, man, no, I've actually looked at that quite a few times. I was supposed to get it as a Christmas gift, and some things happened some time back. But yeah, I want that same thing, dude. You should totally do it.
Yeah, and like basically, I mean, just put $100 in like a savings account. That's literally 5 months of just
free
movies. Yeah.
There's nothing out right now that I'm just diehard wanting to see, but if I had that, I'd be seeing shit.
Yeah, I'll just see random shit, like
whatever, fucking romance movies, horror movies. I'd just watch it all, man.
Well, me and this girl, well, it was my ex.
Oh, Sorry.
That's okay. Me and her actually went to this movie. She had like free tickets, and it was called The Greatest Christmas Pageant Ever. Mm-hmm. And we didn't think it would be good. We didn't.
Ended up hitting.
It was good.
Dude, I love that.
It was good.
I love putting something on that you're like, yeah, not my jam.
Yeah.
Nosferatu, for example. Like I said, I was like, I didn't have any expectations. I was just like, let's fucking see this. You know what I mean? It's based off of a classic movie, a pillar, if you will, to horror movies in general. Like Nosferatu was one of the first like big horror movies of all time. So it's like big fucking deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We went and saw it, and we were both, me and my wife, were highly impressed by it. So,
good.
You know, so I fuck with that. You should get one of those. So I'd like to get one too.
I definitely will. Especially with all the free time I have, and then like my son's at school from 8 to 2, so just get an early morning movie.
Hit the gym.
Right.
Beautiful.
Like life is good.
I love that. I love that, man.
I'm looking forward to it.
You've been watching wrestling?
Occasionally. I've been watching, of course, so Maven.
On YouTube, kids.
Yeah, on YouTube. He's really been not piquing my interest, but because of the secrets. And he doesn't even do it in a dick way. Like, he was a wrestler. It's known. Like, kayfabe is over. For you guys who don't know, kayfabe is like...
Tell them what kayfabe is, Juwlz.
Kayfabe is
Make me proud.
Is the act of... Even in public, your character is still who you are.
Mm-hmm. Playing your character as if he's real 24/7. That way, the fans, the audience, never know that there's something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Now it's over, of course, because there's new fucking. I wish kayfabe was still.
Dude.
Well, Rey Mysterio and Dirty Dom is still doing it.
Yeah, they're kayfabing, but everybody knows.
But still, it's still cool to see. I mean. Everybody knew wrestling was. I mean, I would probably eventually, but I mean, even on the McMahon documentary, like Hulk Hogan, and then was going wrestling's fake, but no, it's scripted, but it's not fake.
Yeah,
and we all knew like it wasn't for real, but we still loved the idea of what it was.
Yeah.
So with them still holding kayfabe alive, I'm pretty sure there's still people.
I'm so excited talking about wrestling with you right now.
It's really nice, man. It's really nice, but I think it's still a good thing because like. Is Dirty Dom what's his face has said? Like, you never know.
I think that's Dominique Mysterio is Rey Mysterio's son.
For sure. But
did you see the Eddie Guerrero Dominique storyline back in the day? Is that what you're referencing?
No, it's still going on like now.
Oh, I haven't watched recently,
but yeah, it talks about that. But he has the mullet that Eddie had. He does the fog splash. He looks.
I wish he'd work out.
Oh, you don't like his physique?
Nah, bro. He don't look like he trained at all.
Well, because he's in. I don't watch this newer shit, but I think he's in a relationship with Rhea Ripley.
Not anymore. He's with Liv Morgan. He cheated on Rhea Ripley as the storyline, and she's pissed.
I'm playing the new, or not new, but WWE
2K 2024,
and there's 2 story modes. One with the indie wrestler, and one with. A already former character. I don't know if you played it. Yeah, established character.
Yeah,
but the indie girl or the indie character is a girl, and then there's a storyline where you, Rhea, and Dom are like in a triangle type deal.
Oh, that's cool. I need to jump back in. I played a little bit of 2024, and then I uninstalled.
It's good, man.
I need to get back on it, and we could play together.
Yeah, it really made it feel like I was watching.
Do you ever look at the created stuff? Like the creations section?
Not my jam.
So, cool thing that you can do in there, though, is download like all kinds of characters. Like from WWF, ECW, and
really?
New Japan.
For free?
They're created, yeah.
Okay.
By players, but they look fucking great. New arenas. You can get old school arenas and shit. Like, it's well worth your time. Take a look. It takes a little bit to load, but like take a fucking look. You may be able to build you a really cool roster of guys you want to play as.
Yeah, because it was hard, because I know you have to, I don't know if it's called like My Faction, but you have to like get the characters and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, everybody good is locked. I'm like, what the shit is that?
I don't really play that a lot.
Yeah, I did buy with like my virtual coins, Muhammad Ali, he's in the game.
Badass. Yeah. Luckily, when I got the game, it was from somebody else's account, and I had all the DLC characters. So,
dope.
But I do use the creations section a lot to just download different people like fucking Pat Patterson and you know what I'm saying, just a bunch of old school guys, man. So I'm a big sucker for old school wrestling, as I think you are too. I think mine goes back a little further to like 80s and earlier. Yeah, you know what I mean. But
I was more like John Cena,
dude,
era.
I'm probably gonna try to do like a WrestleMania watch.
Okay.
Come WrestleMania, so maybe we can, get together.
That'd be nice.
Right here.
Order some food.
Yeah, little pizza or something.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. So that's cool. That's cool. Bring back kayfabe, kids. Bring back kayfabe
for sure. And then, still watching like UFC. There's some good stuff there. Mm-hmm. Boxing, not really any good things that I'm hyped about in boxing just yet. But
the last thing I was concerned with, which I shouldn't have been, was good old Jake and Tyson. That was a weird.
Very weird, very weird. But he is making so much money.
He is, and I respect it. Like, get your money, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me fight him once, though.
So,
just give me a meal.
Yeah.
Okay, like 5.
He might even beat me up, bro, like straight up. But I'll get in there for that money. You are trained. You train. You're a trained boxer. I'll get in there and just throw street hands and see what happens. Type shit. Like, I'm not gonna just take it, bro. Like, no, I'm gonna make you fight me.
Yeah.
But like, you may have some skills on me. He may just be able to.
And that's one thing I like about boxing is, like, with a street fight, or in my opinion, MMA, because a street fight is basically MMA, right? Just not trained MMA. But with boxing, you have to know how to fight to box. You can't. There's actually a video that surfing
You're gonna
around.
get pieced up, bro.
Yeah.
With a boxer, they know how to like calculate their shit,
right?
And get you.
And then for the MMA fans, I'm not saying MMA's easier, because MMA is hard.
They would have tore us a new ass on the comments, bro.
Right. MMA is a lot harder to learn because there's different disciplines. It's like trying to learn a backflip, Spanish, and everything else all together, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm just swinging limbs around, just elbow
backflip in Spanish.
Yeah, it's like just 2 different things learning that you have to learn. Like, I gotta learn how to do a backflip, then do Espanol right after.
All right,
it's taxing.
Tough, dude.
It is.
Shout out to whoever did that.
But anyway, yeah, it just. If I feel like MMA is more street fight, but like well versed.
See, I feel MMA is, and you're not saying that it's not. I was gonna say it's highly skilled, highly trained. It's very.
Some of them.
I think them boys are fucking amazing, just amazing athletes. But anyway, kids, we read some comics. Juwlz read a lot of comics.
Mm-hmm.
I read.
Brain hurt.
Finally got to Batman Absolute issue 2 and Superman Absolute issue 1.
Okay.
Now Juwlz read Far Beyond because we had some miscommunication. So we agreed to read the same thing this week, and he, like I said, we had some miscommunication. So he's just like, "Fuck it, I'll read it all." And so he read all the issues that have been dropped, including Wonder Woman, which I was supposed to read, but I ran out of time. Had to go get some money. But you want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's go. I want to hear about Superman first. I didn't finish that.
I'll let you lead and I'll just tag along since you you did not finish Superman issue 1?
Mm-mm. I read the preview to it.
Oh,
you remember on Read All Comics it had like Absolute Superman,
that's where I read it actually,
preview, and then Absolute Superman 1 and then 2.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, okay.
I just read issue 1. I didn't know that other stuff existed.
Yeah, so I guess I'll talk about the preview, talk about 1. So the preview wasn't really anything crazy. It was just talking about what Krypton is, how they run their world. It said it's ran by the cities, which means...
Wait, I may have read this.
Okay, yeah, it's volcano or lava powered things, and it goes into this man. Superman's mother is actually a mechanic
working on the car.
Yeah, so that was the preview. Okay, so that's the preview to 1.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was issue 1. Somebody told me that was issue 1.
Technically it said 1 and then 1.
So then you were with Superman when you went to the little wherever he was, like some country.
No, I didn't read that one.
In the mines. It was in the same book.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Could you pull it up?
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't get. We'll figure it out, but I didn't get that far.
Yeah, you just keep going. I'm listening
again. So for you guys who don't know, Absolute Wonder Woman, Batman, or Superman is a newer issue that is being released, and it is not your normal.
It's a newer storyline.
Yeah,
it's like in an alternate universe.
Yeah, it's not your normal. Both Bruce's parents are dead, or Wonder Woman grew up in Themyscira. It's nothing like that, and
that's issue 2 right there. Keep going.
So this one right there.
So I don't think.
But yeah, and it's really interesting. Like we heard last week, Bruce, his mother's still alive, father's dead.
Yep.
And it's really a cool take on.
Okay, and then it ended right there.
Yeah, it was really short.
So if you would have read, sorry, kid,
that one, yeah, I didn't get to read that one.
It has exactly what you read.
Oh, did
the
it?
The story just continued. So.
Oh well, damn, I didn't know.
No, all good, all good. But go ahead.
But yeah, so really, really unique. And
damn, I was hoping you read the whole thing so I could remember everything that happened. But
yeah, my bad. I didn't know. I was trying to cram everything. I got the Batmans and the Wonder Womans and shit. It was 6 issues that I had to read.
So we can talk about your preview really quick too, though.
Yeah,
Superman. What'd you think of Krypton, man?
Beautiful. It looks beautiful. I love the sun on their chest.
Yeah.
On the, I guess, whatever.
Do they normally take power from? They do get power from the red sun, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're. I mean, I'm not a Superman guy, so I don't know what they do. But it's not unique. Like it's unique to see that they're using their planet for the source of their energy, of course. Yeah. And then what I thought was weird, and I'm not sure if it's. Science seems like it's ruling Krypton right now.
Correct.
And I'm not sure if it was like that, but they had to pay for universe. Yeah, and they had to pay for rain.
They do. So like there's a scene panel in it where a parent, so as he was talking about Superman's mother is working on a vehicle and then she's talking to this guy and apparently he's a farmer and he's like, I paid a lot of money for this rain. And we haven't gotten any yet. It's a little late for us. And she mentions, like, I'm sure the higher-ups got their rain already.
Yeah.
Anyway, the fact that they have to pay for their own rain, like, it doesn't seem like a good place. It doesn't seem like the Krypton in which we're used to.
Right. But it could, so it feels like a double-edged sword because, there's some places that have droughts for months on end.
So that I get that, but it seems as if everything in this world, in this Krypton, is synthetic, scientifically created.
Yeah.
So meaning they have control over it. They're the ones doing it. The higher ups, the Science League is what they're called in the comic book. So it seems like they're controlling everything on Krypton. Meaning the fact that they haven't had the rain is intentional, as if like they're not important. We will worry about that later,
right?
So, which is really unfortunate, man. A little later on in the full comic, you'll see that Clark or Jor-El, Superman's father, is doing some work. Not in a mine. I don't know what it was, but he was noticing there were some. Some signs of self-destruction, I guess, of the planet.
Okay.
And he was trying to take a look at it and figure out what the fuck we were going to do. And one of the higher-ups came, and they're like, we didn't tell you boys to stop working. He's like, dude, like, this, though. And he's like, we don't care. We pay you for this, blah, blah, blah. And end up getting him in some trouble. And then it shows a few panels later that, he goes to his wife, and he's like, where's Clark? Clark is also a teen, like not a teen, but he's like 12.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's 12 in this. Anyway, he's talking about, like, look at it. It's all so beautiful. I hope, basically, like, let's just take it in before it all happens. Like, so they're hinting that something's about to happen to Krypton, which we know usually it explodes. Shout out to Frieza. Planet destroying man. Yeah, man, so I don't know. Krypton's probably going to go south. I'm curious to see what happens with that. But also within that issue, it takes place in a little bit later in time where Clark is obviously a grown man, and it seems like he's just been going from like country to country, place to place, just trying to stay in the shadows basically, and trying not to use his powers as much.
So is he already on Earth?
Yes.
Okay.
In this book, yes.
Okay.
He ends up in some like third world country type situation. They're working in the mines, and they also have oppressors. It's the Peacemakers. It's like a team of like John Cena's, but they're not John Cena, and it's just a bunch of Peacemaker guys.
Oh wow!
They work for a group called what was it? Lazarus Corp. Yeah, fucking Lazarus Corp. And anyway, Superman, they send them back in there knowing that they were getting off of work, these people that work in the mines, and then the Lazarus Corp's like, we don't pay you for that. Essentially get back in there.
Yeah.
And they're like, dude, like we're probably going to die if we go back in, you know, we got to eat, we got to do this. They go back in and they find a bunch of diamonds. Apparently Superman the night before had talked to one of the workers, and the worker invited him into his home or whatever. It's like, come with us, you know, we're going to party and have a good time. And I guess it hit his heart. Anyway, Superman like found a bunch of diamonds for them, and so they found the diamonds, and they're like, you know what, fuck this, let's leave. We've got our payday. And so they all go to leave, and then you know the Peacemakers start freaking out. You know what I mean? And they start trying to harass the people, and then Superman starts freaking out and unleashing his powers uncontrollably. And within this one, his suit seems to be something that's protecting him. He talks to his suit. It has a name.
Oh shit!
Which is a whole different thing.
That's gangster.
It is.
All right, go ahead, keep going. Because I'm excited because each character now in this Absolute, their design is different.
It's different.
Like
so the suit warns Superman because he still has a good heart. He's like, no, you know, I feel like maybe I need to help these people, basically. And the suit's like, everybody's not worth saving. You know, I'm here to protect you only. You know, this isn't a good idea. And, you know, he lets his fucking, in his head, he says, like, I don't know how to control these, not the eyes. And he just lets the eyes go, starts fucking shit up. And the suit's like, we gotta go, we should leave. And it ends with him saying, maybe you're right, maybe they're not worth protecting or whatever. But anyway, I don't remember what else happened, but that was off the top of the head. It's interesting, it's cool to see, but you can already sense that thing in Superman that keeps him protecting, or if that thing that if he wanted to, like, Superman could destroy us easy because you know,
he's
why not?
Superman, yeah.
Right? Why not? I've got other things to do. But for some reason, that guy just is like, no, these people deserve me. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, Soups. That's the stuff that touches my heart all the time. I'm like,
right?
Because he makes that fucking choice, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
for
like
sure.
He doesn't have to, but he does. Anyway, we can talk about Batman issue number, or where'd you want to go?
Batman 2 is great.
So Juwlz read way more. Do you want to go all the way in, or do you mind holding off until next week for the rest of the Batman, and I'll read it with you?
So I can read this, and I know where I stopped. Like I know where I know where issue 2 stops.
Okay. And I'll chime in with you if we're doing issue 2.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is going to be issue 2 of Absolute. Is it Batman Absolute or Absolute Batman?
I think it's Absolute Batman, but I just keep saying them like out of order because they know what I'm talking about.
For sure. Okay, so I'm just going to read this and then we'll just go into it as like a discussion or whatever. So,
sorry for the crunchies.
They probably like it. So, Absolute Batman issue 2 goes in a little more detail on what Bruce went through at the zoo with the death of his father.
Yes.
Batman fight.
This issue is actually titled "The Zoo."
Yes. And Batman is fighting the party animals at this aquarium. I like his cape.
Dude, yes.
We talked about that. And it's stronger and can dig it through like concrete now. Mm-hmm. How he was like up in the ceiling. They're like, you're going to have to come down sooner or later, and threw that shit in the water. Mm-hmm. And I like this Batman doesn't. When you said he chopped off that dude's arm, was like, I don't know where the hospital is at all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Coolest shit ever. Because he's seen. I mean, even though when he was a kid, he saw brutality. But this Batman right here that didn't go to the League of Assassins, I think
Juwlz has found his Dark Knight Returns Batman, guys.
But it's unique to see how forceful he is. And even Alfred said his knife work is superb, but he misses every vital point on purpose,
which is so skilled. I just want to say I think it's so cool to watch you kind of go through this, because like I said, I've had kind of my hints of this in The Dark Knight Returns. Batman he's a similar kind of guy.
Yeah.
This one, in Dark Knight Returns, he's old, but because he's old, he's fucking seen it. He's been there. He's fucking tired of it.
Yeah.
So he'll use a fucking shotgun with pellets, not bullets, bean bags full of shit, and just knock him the fuck out.
Well, shit, you saw what he did to Alfred. He was like, "Come on, kid, you're not a killer." Shot him dead in his shit.
He doesn't care, bro. There's a scene in Dark Knight Returns, we'll get right back to it, where he's fighting one of the mutants, and he has a cool line too, where he gets him on the and they're fighting in the mud because the guy's big and he knows it's gonna make him slow, and he's old, and he's already slow, so his idea is like, I'm gonna bring him to my level, because this guy will beat the shit out of me if I don't. And anyway, they're going at it, and he puts him in an armbar. He's like, "You don't get it, do you, kid?" He says, "This is an operating table, and I'm the doctor," and snaps his shit. And I'm like, dude, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see you going through it. Go ahead.
So it looks like my notes is more of, they're not notes, they're like really how I was feeling and what it's about. So
cool.
So like in this I'm interested in seeing if we get to know what Bruce and Joseph Chill, yeah.
Which is the killer of Batman's father
father
in this book, which is, guys, maybe the Joker, but maybe not. Actually, it's not the Joker.
It's not the Joker, yeah.
It's not the Joker. No.
So, yeah, so Joe Chill, and then I put in parentheses, Bruce's father's killer.
Yeah.
And the reason I bring that up is because with Absolute Batman, it's not through Batman's eyes per se. Alfred is now tagging along because Alfred is working for this organization, and
whose job is to stop the animals who
the party
Batman's
animals,
been fighting.
So Alfred sees that he goes and talks to
Joe Chill. So that's one thing that's really cool and unique about this Batman, I think Jules was getting at, is that again, Martha Wayne is still alive. Batman's father's dead. And Batman goes and talks to Joe Chill once a week, I think it was.
Yeah.
He goes and visits him. No telling what he's saying. That's what Alfred said. I don't know what the kid tells him. But he goes and talks to his father's killer once a week. It's crazy.
Yeah. And then I like how it's from Alfred's point of view. We were talking about this earlier. We always see Alfred as being a father for him and worries. But now we can see the admiration that he was, that he has for Bruce. Yeah. Like when he said, "I pride myself on being a man with no name, no face." But he lived like that for 40 years. And here Bruce is driving down Broadway in a bat-themed dump truck. And he says, "I think I hate him." Yeah. And also, when Alfred was shooting the bat projectiles, when they were chasing them through the street, and when he was shooting them, it was non-lethal things that were meant to blow out the tires.
See, I think this is issue 3. But yeah, continue.
Okay. It's when they leave the...
Yeah, because so issue 2 ends with a really cool moment where Batman jumps down an elevator.
Oh, he was like, "You're on it."
Yeah, Batman jumps down an elevator, and he's with Alfred. Alfred decides to interfere with the situation, which he hasn't yet. He's been watching Batman fight the party animals, and at this point, he gets orders to basically, stop Batman. You know what I mean? And he jumps in. But I don't think it was to stop Batman. He jumps in to just be involved.
To talk to him.
Yeah. And he jumps down this elevator shaft or whatever, and Alfred's in there too. I don't know why he was in there. I don't know how that happened. It didn't show. But Alfred's in there, and he's like, "Do you have a plan of exit?" And he's like, "You're standing in it." And then next panel is a giant, Batman dump truck, I guess. Yeah. This elevator was connected to his vehicle, and they just pull out.
Gangster.
And I guess this is where issue 3 picked up.
Okay, so... It's not technically... So this is where issue 3 picks up, but I say that to show the admiration, because he was like, "Man, with these projectiles, I think I love Batman."
Yeah.
And I go in to say that now he is seeing Batman for who he is, because again, in Alfred's line of work, he just said for 40 years he's been a man with no face, no name, no anything. And to see a man like because when I think it was issue 1 or issue 2, when he was like, I'm admired, I've seen men like you, and I defeated all of them. No, you haven't. You haven't seen a man that will do this type of work yet leave everybody alive.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cool. And I don't want to read this. I'll just ask you questions then.
Okay.
Was issue 2 when he went back to Eddie and was talking to the robot?
No, I didn't see that. Issue 2, he does.
So I guess issue 2 literally ends with him on the elevator?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Issue 2, he does go and talk to his friends, which are...
okay, yeah, so Nigma, or not, he's not Nigma, so...
But it is these characters, so...
Yeah.
Killer Croc, which...
Sorry, I put it in here somewhere.
His name is Waylon, Harvey Dent, and Edward Nigma. They have a cool thing in there where they bring up... they're playing a card game, and they're like, we don't have jokers. No jokers allowed. And I'm like, what is this hinting towards? But...
Okay, so I think this is where issue 2 still is. So Bruce meets up with Ozzy, Eddie, Waylon, and Harvey for poker, and also talk to them about the party animals tech that he quote unquote found. Mm-hmm. And he also tries to get help from them to get information about the group, and also the tech, because Eddie is a big nerd.
Yes.
He dabbles and all that type of fun.
As soon as he
stuff.
saw this tech, he was like, I'm gonna have to borrow this.
Yeah. He gets a tip from Harvey that
because obviously in this, Harvey's connected to the crime world more. He kind of has his hand on things. I don't know if he's working for the law or for what he does, but it seems like they're a band of not so good guys, but not bad guys.
Yeah. So he gets a tip that the old mayor, who is also running against Jim for mayor.
What is that? It's not Hill, is it?
Yeah, it's okay. That's what that is. Hill. Hill. Yeah. Yes.
Is getting a girthy check.
Yes, a girthy check, and he was like, "Man, we don't know where this is coming from," and they called it the golden chest.
Yes.
So Bat breaks into that's where I put 3 in here to show the admiration, and then I had the rest of 2. Sorry about that.
No, you're perfect.
Bat breaks into the building and finds the chest. Finds the chest, and out of nowhere, Black Mask pops up on the screen and tells Bruce.
Is that who that was supposed to be?
Black Mask?
Because it is Silas. I know that, which is Black Mask. But I didn't know that guy was him, because he's in issue 1 too.
Yeah, I believe it was Black Mask.
Yeah, he ugly as fuck.
And he tells Bruce that he don't have time to talk, but he likes him. But he tipped off the police and the party animals, and he was like, "We're looking forward to your call, only if you survive."
Yeah.
And that's when he runs into Alfred, and the cops are outside, party animals are inside, and he was like, "Man, we need to get up out of here."
He also mentions that I'll give you everything you want.
Yes.
If you survive.
Issue 3 kind of goes in. Issue 3 is good. Man.
I'm ready to read it. I'm ready to read it. Save your notes. I'm going to read Wonder Woman as well.
Okay, good. Wonder Woman, I would like to talk about it, but not in detail.
Go ahead. Give me what you got.
So again, like we were saying, these
Aesthetic
are not your normal.
Like typical, the way they usually are. They've changed the characters a little bit.
And what I like is now it's from Circe's point of view. I don't know if you know who that is.
I do not.
So Circe is a witch from Themyscira, I believe. She is one of the main bad guys in Creatures Commando right now. That's what they're having to deal with. But it's really cool. She is now in hell because of her lack of obedience to the gods. And Apollo pulls up on her and was like, "You can kneel." She was like, "I'm good." It was like, it's funny because she didn't give, like, "I'm already in hell. Like, what are you gonna do with me?" And then gives her a child. We don't know who this child is, and they were like, "Man, what's going on?" And he was like, "Well, this is what's going on, and you are now responsible. We don't give a fuck what happens, but you are now responsible."
Is this child Wonder Woman?
Yes. So Diana was raised in hell by a witch.
What?
My apologies.
No, that's awesome.
But yeah, she was raised in hell by Circe. So now
is
she knows.
Raven?
Basically.
Shit.
Because I want to give you this line. It doesn't spoil anything, I promise.
All right.
But
we will be going over this in depth next week.
Yes. But
This
It was
comic was
pretty.
actually suggested to me by a comic book fan. Shout out to him.
Oh, shout out to you, comic book fan.
All of these were suggested, but
Oh, where is it at?
sounds really interesting though. You said Wonder Woman looks goth now as well.
Yes, man, and her gear is different. She don't have a sword. She has a fucking axe. Her lasso of truth, not.
What is it, Lasso of Lies?
It's red and it burns the fucking soul, and
What the
it's
fuck?
neat. But oh
I'm definitely gonna buy these when they become collected.
yeah, you should,
Books.
man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy the novels.
Okay, keep talking. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy them when they become the novels. I'm enjoying the spin on this Absolute series. It seems really interesting. Batman's obviously my favorite of the bunch, but like I said, we do plan on jumping into more of this coming soon. As well as there's a new Harley Quinn series about a fart that has been requested, guys. Keep sending in your your requests, what you guys want us to talk about, what you guys want us to read, even play or watch. Man, we're gonna do that. But we will be going over that Harley Quinn issue as well, or I will, coming soon. How we looking, bud?
Yeah, okay, so I found it. So yes, and just a minor detail on why this is kind of important. So when Apollo dropped off Diana to Circe, they are punishing the Amazons. So after they get done serving Zeus, they're going to be slaves or like in prison. Mm-hmm. And Apollo was like, you're not going to tell this little girl who she is. So he made it impossible for her to say the word Amazonian or Amazon.
What?
And
So she doesn't even know her people?
she feels it.
She's a warrior.
She's like, Mom, I don't know what this word is. This word keeps coming to me. What? She was like, say it, proclaim it. She was like, Amazon.
That's fire.
And she was fighting the whatever, and she, in a loud voice, says, I am Diana, daughter of Circe, princess of hell, witch of the wild isles, and as long as I breathe, you will not hurt this world. And I was like, oh, talk your shit.
That's so
because
fire.
now she's a witch. Like, she's a witch now. Diana that knows magic. What?
Which, can we mention that the Justice League's biggest weakness is magic? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Superman's. But yeah, she's a magic bitch now, and it is so fun. Oh, I love her.
It sounds
She has like this
amazing.
dark. Have you? Okay, so it for some reason reminded me this. Have you seen Avengers: Infinity Wars?
Yes.
Do you know one of the main the alien that Black Widow and they were already at Wakanda, but Black Widow and the magic bitch had to fight. She was a tall girl that was on Thanos' team.
No, I don't remember this alien bitch.
But she had like black eye mask or whatever, and that's kind of like you can just pull it up.
Are you talking about Hela? Is Hela in Infinity War? Loki's?
No.
Okay.
But anyway, Diana looks really cool because when she popped out in the first issue, I was like, "Is Diana a bad person?" And it was. She rides a Pegasus that's dead and shit. It's fucking gangster, man.
That's so metal. This
Yeah.
is Dark Knight's metal right here.
All 3 issues fire.
I'm looking forward to it. We're definitely going to jump into it more detailed next week. I promise, kids. It sounds amazing. I'm hyped to see where this goes. Hopefully it leads to, and you guys might hate me for this, but a Justice League book with this group.
I think it is because there was something in there. They were like, there would be more. And they was like, what, monsters? And she was like, heroes. So
I know
I'm assuming everything's going to tie in.
I was told that they're going to be doing a Flash book soon, Absolute Flash. So if they're doing
they're probably doing Justice League.
Yeah, if they're doing the whole gang, bro, I'm ready to see what Joker's like in this then. What is he going to be? How is he going to be to fit into this dark world?
I wonder if he will be like a Lex Luthor. Smart, but mischievous. Mischievous a word?
Mischievous.
Mischievous? Okay.
You got to put the mischievous.
Because he's not the Joker that we know with the mask and he doesn't, not the mask, but the paint.
He saw me. I was like,
Who the fuck is that guy?
who are you talking about?
But yeah, and it's funny. He got his name. We forgot to mention that he got his name because he don't find shit funny. They named him Joker because he don't like jokes.
Is that what was said?
Yeah, it was like
that one little bit time when they talked about him. Because they've talked about him in issue one,
and he was not in any other.
Because they know that's the reveal, bro.
Yeah,
they know that is the reveal.
Because the dude make a joke. He was like, "Don't do that. He don't like jokes.
He gonna kill your ass."
Yeah,
I'm excited. We gotta get to him, man. We gotta get to him.
And then that's all my notes without going into big detail.
We'll go jump back into him this coming weekend
for sure.
Guys, Juwlz, this has been phenomenal, man. I've loved it. I'm excited for next week. You've been watching Creature Commandos?
I did. So I believe it is episode 4. And I hate how short. It's only like 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. I hate how fucking short they are, but they are amazing. Issue 4. Episode 4. Remember last week how I was telling you that Circe, she got caught and Amanda Waller was interrogating her, and she was like, "I'm trying to kill this bitch because she's gonna kill everybody." You know, like, what are you talking about? And since Circe is a witch, she was like, "I can show you." She has foresight, and she touches Amanda, and she sees the princess killing everybody. Batman is dead, Superman's dead, etc. And Amanda's like, "Okay, we don't know if this is real. It feels real as fuck. We need to kill the princess regardless." But what's the dude's name? Is it Flask or Flash?
Flag.
So Flag was like,
I had to think about what he was talking about.
Because he was knocking boots though, Flag. But he was like, "Man, this is not real. We're listening to Circe, the bitch we tried to catch." Mm-hmm. So he ends up tipping her off, and the commandos get there and they fight the army. Man, I think you'll like Dr. Phosphorus. So he's literally just like a skeleton with fire, like neon green and yellow looking fire. But the tank was coming. He was like, "Bring it!" And he was flicking them off, and he was melting through it. And his like middle finger went through their face and shit. It was like an imprint of the middle finger. Really, really fucking cool. And what I think, because the commandos are now split up. After the fights and shit, these guys split up, and the princess was like, "Well, we have to find them," and you can see the anger in her face. And I'm wondering if Circe is behind this the whole time, because in my opinion, if I was to attack her, she will turn into the bad guy. But if I left her alone, she would have just been good. So I wonder if Circe knew that and was like, "Let me show them what would happen if they did attack her." Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, if they never attacked her, she would have been cool. But because the Circe is bad. And what is later found out, Flag and Frankenstein are now teaming up. Frankenstein wants the bride's coochie bad, right?
Yes.
But they're trying to figure out what's going on, and they are going to. I think there's this scholar. I think she's in Absolute Wonder Woman as well, because they were talking about her. Or no, she pulled up on Wonder Woman, but it's a scholar who is knowledge about Themyscira, and they pull up to her school, and she is not herself, like talking about lesbians at Themyscira, just different shit like that. Mm-hmm. So Flag and Frankenstein go to her house and find the actual doctor dead, and come to find out it was Clayface the whole time. And then Clayface found them, was whooping their ass, and then
it's cool that Clayface is in this.
Yeah, and then Frankenstein.
I need to watch this.
Yeah, Frankenstein zapped him, and I don't know if Flag died. He did get his ass beat. But
he probably not dead.
Yeah, probably not dead. But so we don't know for sure if the princess would have been bad outside of everything. But Flag has now found that it's not really what it is being said by Circe.
This sounds amazing.
Oh, it's fucking great.
I need to give the show a go. How cool would it be if James Gunn, what he's leading to is the absolute world with his shows and stuff. I don't know. You mentioned Circe, and I was like, what if? No, but that's probably not going to happen.
They're just probably just random characters. Or not random, but like known characters.
Yeah.
Known characters.
No, but it sounds good, man. I need to get into Creature Commandos. I need to check it out. Anything else?
I don't think so. I gotta pee.
I got a shit.
I drink a lot of liquid.
Kids, this has been another episode of the Comic-Cons podcast. I do want to say, again, comment down below what you want us to read, what you want us to watch, what video games you want us to play, guys. I'll get Juwlz on some video games for once. Make him play some random shit and get his opinions on it.
For sure, man. I need to start doing things.
He does. We do. We both do. But, kids, thank you guys so much for fucking tuning in. Thank you guys who have been supporting since we came back. We're going to continue to try to push this content and move it as much as possible. Juwlz has been working on some very incredible skits, so you guys may get some skits coming up. We're just going to keep on fucking nerding out in the hardest and best ways, guys. So stay tuned. Juwlz, I love you. And without further ado, kids.
Love you too, brother. May your pain be champagne.
Boom, boom, bam, bam. That was trash. Bye. That's it.